It was a normal day on March 16th in 2019, and with recent events causing Cheatbreaker to come to an end, 3 players rose, known as Psyche, Matt Guy, and Jordan, and they had something bigger planned for the future of Minecraft clients, which led to them starting debatably the best Minecraft client that there is today, Lunar Client. But before we hop further into the video, what even is a Minecraft client? If you've been playing Minecraft for a while, you more than likely already know what they are, but for the people that don't, Minecraft clients are basically mod packs with their own GUI, mods, and player cosmetics. They all, however, pretty much do the exact same thing, and are mostly used to increase your PvP skills, and just make Minecraft run a lot smoother. Other than Lunar Client, there are lots of other Minecraft clients to choose from, such as Badlion Client, Feather Client, Labby Mod, etc. But you might be thinking to yourself, don't all of these clients do the exact same thing? What makes Lunar Client stand out from the rest? I'll get into that a bit later, but first, let's take a closer look at the history of Lunar Client. It was February 9th in 2019, and before the actual client was released for Lunar, this was the release of the Lunar server, which was known mainly for its practice, HCF, and pop PvP aspect. But unfortunately, on May 31st of this year, the Lunar team decided to close down the server, basically stating that there had been a decline in player count over the past few years, and they wanted to shift their focus into mainly working on the actual client. But anyway, speaking of the client, a few months after the server released, on March 16th, we got the first sneak peek of Lunar Client on their Twitter page, and around a month later on April 13th, Lunar Client was finally released to the public. At first, Lunar Client was planned to just be a client with a simple anti-cheat to stop players from hacking on their server, and if you wanted to play on the Lunar server, you'd need to be using the client. There were a few things on the server that you could still access without it, but if you wanted to play on the main practice server, you needed to be using the client. But anyway, over the next few years, these expectations of it just being a client to stop hackers grew into something much bigger. Lunar Client started out as a 1.7 client, but on September 28th in 2019, the first open beta for 1.8 was happening, and 1.8.9 was officially released on November 3rd in 2019. And if we take a look at the versions of Lunar nowadays, they have every popular version that you can think of, consisting of 1.7, 1.8, 1.12, 1.16, 1.17, 1.18, 1.19, and the more recent version, 1.20. But throughout the release of 1.8 happening, something else happened that would change Lunar Client forever, and that was the official announcement that Lunar Capes were going on sale, which was on October 25th in 2019. This was the start of something huge. Over the next few months, Lunar Client continued with its updates, new mods, new cosmetics, and even introduced Lunar Client to Mac users. But in January 12th in 2020, along with the Lunar cloaks that were already in the store, Lunar started partnering with creators, which meant that these creators had gotten their own cosmetics added to the store, so that their fans could support them by buying their cosmetics. Lunar Client would get recommended to others, and the creators would get a percentage of every cape that they sold. It's a win-win for both sides. And if we take a look at the Lunar Client store nowadays, they've gotten a lot of partnerships since then. And some of your favorite content creators more than likely have their own cosmetics on Lunar Client. After Lunar partnered with creators, nothing much notable really happened. More updates came out with more new mods, more creators got partnered, and more versions were released. But on December 3rd in 2020, Lunar Client partnered with Event Games, a team of event organizers for various games. This was a big step, because not only did Lunar partner with creators previously, but now they were branching out to brands. And if we look at Lunar's partners today, they've partnered with some massive brands, as well as some very popular Minecraft servers. And throughout all of the various partnerships and different mods being added to Lunar Client, they've also released their own merch line on November 11th in 2021, which whenever you buy said merch, you are granted an in-game cosmetic, which I gotta admit was a very smart move from Lunar. Anyway, sometime the next month, Lunar announced that they'd be starting a subscription service known as Lunar Plus, which is currently around $10 a month, and when you buy the subscription, you get an exclusive icon next to your name, store savings, Discord perks, cloth cloaks, exclusive cosmetics, the default dance, a random new emote every month, and you can have unlimited friends. And along with all of the other Lunar cosmetics on the store, on June 24th last year, pets were added to the store. As time went on, more mods were being added, Lunar was getting more partners, and new cosmetics were being added. Oh yeah, and they also added Lunar to Bedrock Edition. Nah, I'm just kidding. That was a lame April Fool's joke. But anyway, that takes us to today, July 18th in 2023. Lunar Client currently has over 80 mods and is the most popular Minecraft client of today. But getting back to what I was saying earlier, what makes it stand out from all of the other clients? The first reason that Lunar Client stands out above all of the other clients is a pretty obvious one. And that reason is the cosmetics. What I mean by saying this is that compared to all of the other competitor clients, Lunar Client cosmetics are just a whole lot cleaner. As an example, if we take a look at Badline's cosmetics, yeah, compared to Lunar Client's cosmetics, the answer is pretty clear as to which one looks cleaner. And that is one of the many reasons that Lunar Client stands out amongst all of the other Minecraft clients. The second reason is another very obvious one. And that reason is the mods. Lunar Client has pretty much every mod that you can look for in a client. And even some mods you didn't even know you needed. Such as Hypixel Quick Play, which allows you to warp into any game mode with a simple click of a button. Or even a playtime mod, which as the title implies, tells you how long you've been playing for. And a lot of these competitor clients are lacking these mods. And for this reason, Lunar Client once again stands out. There are obviously more reasons, but for the sake of how long this video already is, the third and final reason that Lunar Client is superior to all of these other Minecraft clients comes down to it looking a whole lot nicer and user friendly. I hate to make the comparison twice of Badlion and Lunar, but these are the two main neck and neck Minecraft clients, so I'm just gonna compare the two anyway. Comparing Badlion's interface to Lunar's, the choice is once again a very obvious one. And for this reason, once again, this is why Lunar Client is superior. But anyway, that was the history of Lunar Client and how it rose to the top of Minecraft clients. If you did at all enjoy this video, please subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next one.